Look forward to all that. Thanks very much indeed, Jenny. Now, 4 weeks to go to Christmas, and if you're one of those people that thinks what a bright idea it might be to go and get all your shopping out of the way this weekend, then actually it might not be so bright because we're told it's going to be one of the busiest shopping weekends of the year. But believe it or not, it could already be too late to get your hands on the toy your child must have, of course, this year to be with the in crowd. Well, Melanie Chiswell's joining us from Brent Cross Shopping Centre in North London. What's hot this year then, Melanie, toy-wise, that is?
Good morning, Kate. Well, this blue box here may only be made of cardboard, but believe me, it's like gold dust. Sony PlayStation 2 is launched today, but already the 165,000 games that are available have sold out before they've even hit the shelves, and orders are already being taken for next year. So if you're one of the unlucky thousands who can't get their paws on one of these, here's a look at the top 10 best-selling toys this Christmas.
Still clinging on at number 10, it's lifelike baby Annabelle. There's a new entry at number 9 as Pokemon goes high-tech with the Pokédex electronic game. Another new arrival at number 8 for our four-legged friend Poochie. And Princess Bride Barbie floats up 2 places to reach number 7. Making himself at home at number 6 is Bob the Builder. New in at number 5 is Amazing Alley. Another newcomer at number 4 is Thunderbird's Tracy Island. Creeping up 1 place to number 3 is the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire board game. And the Battle of the Robodogs hots up with Texas shooting in at number 2. But right at the top of the charts is this year's hot favourite, the scooter.
Well, so there you go, a mixture of some of the old classics like Barbie and some of the Robodogs, which I'm very worried is going to go flying off the edge of the table here, and I'll end up breaking it and having to pay for it, something like that. But the trouble is that some of these toys, the top favourite toys here, have already sold out, even at big stores like Toys R Us. Haven't they, Ash?
Yeah, hi. Thunderbirds are sold out. We are getting more in. Also, the electronic Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Like I said, we're getting more of that in.
But will people be able to get them before Christmas?
I won't guarantee that everyone's going to get them before Christmas, but we are doing our best to get supplies in.
Now, there's a new craze, isn't there? These Robo-dogs. This is Texter, and over here we have Poochie. What's so special about these little chaps here?
Well, obviously they're interactive dogs. That's the Dalmatian Texter. It's exclusive to Toys R Us, but it's a lot of play value. The kids can have a lot of fun interacting with these Robo-dogs.
And this is great here, this Thunderbird's Tracy Island. It's fantastic.
Once again, it's one of the, it's probably the most popular, actually.
And this slides out here. Oh dear, I've just broken that one as well. I'm not very good with these here. But you haven't got any of the characters left, have you? Lady Penelope and...
We haven't, I'm afraid. Like I said, we are getting more in.
There we go, so not too good. You can perhaps... Oh, there we go, there's the dog gone off the table. I knew that was going to happen. But the number 1 selling toy here is this scooter, which is unusual, I suppose, because it's not just for kids. I've seen lots of adults whizzing around on these into the office, and perhaps with the current train situation and cars packing onto the road situation, it might be better to get hold of one of these this Christmas, not just for the kids, but for yourself. So I'm going to give it a go.
Oh, I can see that ending in tears. No, she's done it. Good for her, good for her. That Robo-dog, though, looked pretty irrepressible, didn't it? I don't think I'd want that particular one after it's fallen on the floor. Thanks very much, Melanie, though, for checking all that out for us.
And those scooters need engines on. Now, I said a couple of minutes ago that a man from the British Toy Retailers Association was here with me. It's not a man. He is the president of the British Toy Retailers Association. David Fogel joins us. I'm going to ask you a question I think I know the answer to. Shortage of the most popular toys every year. Why?
Well, I suppose really the difficulty is there's a number of toys available, and we look at toys from about September for the next year. Certainly at Hamleys we have probably 25,000 different toys. If we were to buy the sort of quantities that would be necessary to meet the peak trade of one particular item that came through, we'd probably need a warehouse bigger than this country. So,
But you know that the Sony PlayStation 2 is going to be a huge seller. It's definitely going to sell out. I mean, I'm half expecting to open up the Sunday papers and find that people are selling the rights to buy the Sony PlayStation because they've pre-ordered. Should they be allowed to do that?
Well, I suppose the difficulty is there's 160,000 units available. There's a worldwide shortage of chips, which is the microprocessor, that not only go in the PlayStation, but also into the Millionaire game, also into Tracy Island. You know, it's a worldwide shortage. These chips are going into mobile phones, which, you know, as we know, has hit a phenomenal volumes of being sold, and that's caused the problem. Certainly, the one thing I can assure you, in the toy industry, the last thing we want to do is cause a shortage. We want the tills ringing.
Why are toys so much cheaper in the United States than they are in the UK? I mean, probably about 20%. Anybody that's been to America can see it.
Well, I think it's an interesting question, and I think the simple way of answering it, if you take our tax, which is 17%, it's probably about 10% more than the US tax. If you take the fuel prices of actually delivering the toys into the mainland, you know, to the toy shops, is nearly double per gallon. And then if you take the containerization of bringing toys from the Far East, it's costing over 20% more.
A convincing answer indeed. Have you done any of your Christmas shopping yet? You're working at Hamleys? You're around Hamleys?
Well,
is this a contact for me?
It could be.
David, thank you very much indeed.
My pleasure.
Nice to see you this morning. But I don't know about Christmas shopping, but it's all a bit much. I came out of the cinema the other day and I saw my first Christmas tree down in Streatham. Yeah, that was actually last Sunday when I was seeing that awful film with Bruce Willis. But I came out, there was the Christmas tree for the first time, and it really came home to me.
I don't mind. I'm a bit of a child. I quite like all the sparkly lights, and yeah, it gets you in the mood, doesn't it?
Early.
No, we're all getting in the mood. We're all getting in the mood. If you're out about doing some Christmas shopping this weekend, take care and wrap up warm. I think it's going to be a chilly one. We'll see you on Monday though, and now it's time for Entertainment Today with Jenny Faulkner.
Okay. What?